Hello, everybody. Sorry we're starting a bit late today. Just getting everything rolling, you know.
But we're excited that you're here.
We're very excited.
NASPA Tonight. All your Scrabble news in 25 minutes or less. Jackson, hit that clock.
25 minutes. So today we have a special guest. We have Mike Gincel, who I think lives in Florida right now, but he's lived all over the country. He's a Scrabbler of many regions.
Now, what I love about Jackson is he will put all the focus on the special guest, but we should introduce ourselves too.
Yes.
It's our show. My name's Josh Greenway. You can read down below here that I'm a Scrabble enthusiast.
My name's Jackson Smylie. I am a Scrabble expert.
That is true,
that's
isn't
what
it?
he thinks I am.
You're like a 2000 rated killer, right? You're like a wolf in sheep's clothing.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I like to say.
Scrabble shark.
Absolutely. So tonight we're going to cover a few different things. We're going to bring Mike in. Mike's going to bring a lot of energy. We're going to have a lot of fun with Mike. We're going to talk about going forward to NASC. We're going to do our regular features on tournament talk. We're going to wish people some happy birthday. Am I missing anything?
They had some predictions for who's going to win what tournament. Question of the week as well, of course.
Oh, question of the week.
You can't forget question of the week, especially this week.
What is the question of the week?
So the question of the week is, who is the best beer chugger in all of Scrabble?
I have a different question. I have a different question.
Can we do both?
Okay. 2 questions. We're looking for answers. Jackson's question of the week is, who's the best beer chugger in NASPA?
In all of NASPA, because I'm very hungover today. It's on my mind.
You're trying to get votes here, right?
Yeah,
is that what you're saying?
For what?
You were doing a lot of chugging last night?
I was, but it's something that's near and dear to my heart. I've seen a lot of great beer chuggers in Scrabble, and I want to know your opinion. Who is the best one of all?
I see. Well, my question of the week is, who would you rather have a beer with? This is one of those questions that we're not making this a political show by any means, but that's one of the questions that they'll often ask about which presidential candidate you want to vote for. So who would you rather have a beer with, me or Jackson? So those are the 2 questions of the week. Would you rather have a beer with Josh or Jackson? And who's the best chugger? You're going to have to be specific, but we'll count up the votes as we go. And we want to say hi to the people who have joined already.
Hello, Cheryl Melvin, Eric Kinderman, Zev Kaufman,
Jillian
Christopher Sykes, Will Anderson. Welcome, everybody, to episode 9 of NASPA Tonight.
That's right, episode 9. Lovely.
So we're going to get Mike Gincel in here. Josh, I'll let you add
Let's do it. So what we've got to do is we've got to put in our headphones. We are going to bring Mike in. Give me just 1 second here, and let's hold on. Let's bring Mike in. Let's talk to Mike. Mike, how are you? Yeah, we got to take those things out. There we go.
Oh, hey, who's that gorgeous guy on camera? Hey, NASPA Tonight. Hey, Josh. Hey, Jackson. Thanks for having me.
Okay.
Well, thanks for being here. Mike, you were on the very first 4 episodes of NASPA Tonight. That happened at last year's Nationals. You were our special standings correspondent, and you did a hell of a job.
Well, thank you.
Did you have fun with it?
Oh, it was the worst experience of my life. No, of course. I had a great time. No. I had a great time. People love the personality. People love the sass, and I love to give the people what they want, honestly. So I had a great time. I'm happy to be back for season 2 for NASPA Tonight at Nationals coming up in a few weeks. I'm looking forward to it. Absolutely.
So what do you do on NASPA Tonight at Nationals? What's your role?
Well, whatever Josh tells me to do. But
that's what I do as well.
The real answer, though, is we deliver the daily standings and updates, who's doing well, who's slipped a little bit, and, spill a little tea, maybe throw a little shade. I don't know. But we like to have a good time. I like to, be entertaining and give people that are not at Nationals a little bit of a Nationals experience.
Yeah.
Everybody, Nationals is the crown jewel of our NASPA circuit every year. So you definitely want to bring that flavor to everybody at home.
Absolutely. And I think the key is to, bring that experience to people who are watching. Mike did a great job of that last year. If you want to go back and watch those episodes, they are on the NASPA Scrabble channel on YouTube. You go to YouTube, type in NASPA Scrabble, and you'll find them right there. They're all the ones from 2017.
20 pounds ago and 1 chin ago. Let me tell you, some good stuff.
But that's 20 pounds in the right direction, right?
Yes, I know. Totally. Oh my gosh. Thank you.
So one question we had for you is that,
Sure.
so something that just happened recently, I think, is that the Collins divisions at Nationals are now merged into one. So
Yeah,
what
I
happened with that?
It's all right. Keep going.
I just saw that photo. That's from 2007. Okay, that was like many moons ago. But
all right, just checking.
so
I thought it was a good photo. Yeah, let's
That's
talk
a great
about Collins.
photo.
I'm sorry, I
Yeah.
was screwing around.
I'm distracted by me, obviously. I mean,
Yes.
come on. But Collins was merged into one division. I am a Collins player of the last 3 nationals. Under 1,500 rated players. We need 20 or more for a second division. If that doesn't happen by July 5th, we are one division now. So in a way, it's easier for me in terms of expected wins. But in another, it's very hard because I'm going up against players like Dave Wiegand, Craig Beavers, Jesse Day. Just saying. I called him Jessica. I called him Jessica once.
I love New Girl.
That's a great show.
I love that
Jessica
show.
Day.
David Eldar and many others.
So Mike, like, are you happy about this? Like, which would you rather, play in Division 2 or play in this big open division?
I'm playing the big open division in Niagara at Jason Brosma and Sue Tremblay's tournament, which is a phenomenal after dinner mint of after nationals, which I'm looking forward to at the Scotiabank Convention Center. Gotta put that plug in. But I'm a little disappointed and a little scared of this big open division because previously in Fort Wayne and in Reno, I bombed hard at nationals and it kind of took a toll on me. I'm only competing against myself at this point when it comes to being a bottom seed. So yeah, I'm a little nervous, but we're all there to have a good time. We're all there to have fun. I'm not one of the great Scrabble players. I know you're the Scrabble expert. You're the Scrabble enthusiast. I'm just a Scrabble question mark. So I'm there to have a good time and see my friends and catch up. It's a
Now you were telling me the other day that it's really difficult to figure out what's going on in that division because there are a bunch of players who don't have a NASPA record, right?
Yes, 11 players in the 75-player division have a 0 rating. So I don't know if I'm playing against someone that's of Craig Beaver's level or if I'm playing someone of my level, Big gap. So it's a little hard to have 11 players with 0 ratings. I'm hoping that they're more towards my level because if they're not, lots of L's. But we'll see what happens. It's still about 3.5 weeks away. I'm still studying and doing my thing. I can only do the best I can, one rack at a time.
Right. Well, I'm sure people will be trying to scout what's going on with those players who don't have ratings yet, right? What did you tell me about Russell Honeybun?
That's such a great last name. I do not know who Russell Honeybun is. His last name is Honeybun. I don't know who Russell Honeybun is. I would love to meet him and just be like, you have an amazing last name, and I'm sure he's a wonderful person. But that's an amazing last name. Top level last name. And that's no diss to him. I don't know who he is, but he's a 0 rated player. He could be the winner of nationals. It could be the 2019 North American Scrabble Honeybun Championship. We don't know.
It could be the year of Honeybun. Absolutely.
Could be the year of Honeybun, definitely.
Okay. What's our next question? Well, okay, here's a question that's on everybody's mind, Mike.
Sure.
Why did you make the switch over to Collins? What do you find about that community that suits you? Give it to us in a nutshell.
Okay. So I switched over. My first tournament was 2015 Crescent City Cup. A lot of my friends at the time, Jennifer Lee, Zachary Dang, Chris Lai, Brandy Goldberg, a lot of them played Collins, and I was in TWL just, blip, blop, blooping, doing my thing, just being in the light division, having a good time. I love the 5-point challenge rule because it enables lower players like me to challenge more, and it's not really a bad thing where if I have like a great 70-point bingo on my rack, but in TWL I lose my turn and then they block me, it's like a double whammy. So I really like the 5-point challenge rule. I like that it's more open play. I get to play players of no shade to TWL players whatsoever. I'm not trying to start World War III up in here. I play players that have been in this for such a long time and are so committed to the game and are very open and very they want to work with you and the lower rated players to move up in the ranks. I have felt nothing but love from the Collins community since day one. And that's not to say I didn't get love from TWL, but I have more friends in Collins right now, and I was very low rated. Why not switch now? I don't have to really fight 2 dictionaries anymore.
Gotcha. So it's all about love, and I think that's what the Scrabble community is all about.
It's a big hug here at North. I always say it's a family reunion mixed with summer camp for adults, mixed with the Scrabble tournament, and you throw in a whole bunch of crazy.
Fantastic. Now, I have another question. What's going on in this picture here?
Oh my God, not that photo. Clearly I'm excited to be there. So those are
where is that? What is happening?
That's at Walt Disney World at the Rock and Roller Coaster in Orlando, Florida, where I do work for Disney. Shocker. And I was with two of my friends' sons. I believe that's Zach and Eric. And
Zach and Eric do not seem impressed with the ride. That's what I'll say.
This is their
but
first
you
time
are loving it. You are killing it on that ride.
It's the Rock and Roller Coaster, and the first spoiler, the first launch, it's a fast launch into a loop. And I'm just giving you great face. That's me when I find a bingo on my rack, or if I'm about to win a game, which only happened 97 times in my career. Thanks for posting my stats, jerk.
That's our standard promo. That's our ad.
That's horrible promo. Like, wow, this kid's won 19% of his Scrabble games. What a winner.
Listen, the reason you're on this show is because people love you and you've got energy and pizzazz. That's why we have you on the show. If it were all about winning percentage, I wouldn't be anywhere near the show. Jackson would be sitting here with Nigel, all right? Like, what are we talking about? So we're trying to do some entertaining stuff here. That's what let's not argue, though.
No, right? No. Come on now.
So we had one more quick question for you, Mike.
Sure.
So most people know you as a Scrabble player, but some people know you as a couponer. I don't know if this is a competitive couponer, if you have a couponing rating. I wonder what your rating is in couponing. So tell us a bit about what this other world you live in is, this other hemisphere of your life.
I live in so many worlds, honey. Let me tell you. Couponing. So Terry Rao once said I was the Nigel Rich of the couponing, which I thought was such a great compliment. I've been an extreme couponer for probably 5 years. I haven't been doing it much as lately, but it was a really good way to not only learn about budgeting, being on my own as a single man in Orlando, but really understand what the value of a dollar is. I mainly did drugstore deals where I'll coupon for items that will give me money back in the drugstore promotions, and then donate those items to local shelters, because no one needs 40 bucks. No one needs 40 boxes of toothpaste. No one needs it. My teeth are white enough as it is, but it's that whitey toothpaste though. And I like giving back. It's really a lot of fun to clip little pieces of paper and then just donate a truckload of stuff to a shelter. It's an amazing feeling. And it really helped me with saving for Scrabble tournaments, because they are not that cheap.
Oh, yeah.
And I would also encourage anybody who's interested in couponing. You're still doing you were doing Facebook Live. Maybe you were setting up a YouTube channel. But
yes, that's still fall 2018. I just got into grad school, so I'm focusing more on that right now.
Congratulations.
But I know, right? Thank you.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Life
with that.
So if you're interested in couponing, getting a good deal, and just being entertained, you should check out Mike's channel.
Come now, Nationals.
How much time do we have left?
We have 11 minutes and 45 seconds left.
We're doing great. Now,
we're doing fine.
Mike, we're going to have you stick around as we go into our weekly topic. What do we call it, Jackson?
Tournament talk.
There it is.
Tournament talk.
Go. So this last week we had the Mildness Madness tournament, one of my favorite tournaments, one of your favorite tournaments.
We both went there together. We covered this last week.
Great tournament. Main storylines. I know. Marlon Hill.
Weren't all of us there? Mike was there too.
No,
that's
Mike
right. Mike.
Oh, you were doing.
He was playing Mildness.
That's true.
Yeah, that was my last. That was my last TWL tournament. Was Dan Horowitz's Mildness 2014? Yeah,
this is a reunion. This is a real reunion.
It is a reunion.
So he runs a great tournament. He does.
This week in Delaware, Marlon Hill broke his curse, because he's had a curse where he always loses like 100 rating points in Delaware. But this week, he gained like 80 points.
So he's like the reverse Joey Krafchick.
Usually, yeah. Exactly.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Joey always kills it in Delaware.
Marlon won the first early bird, he won the second early bird, and he came first in Mildness.
Whoa, he cleaned up.
He just cleaned up.
Now, what were our predictions for last week?
Our predictions were, in Madness, Jackson predicted Mark Pistolies would win.
And I predicted Marlon, but Marlon didn't play. Madness.
Mark came third. We're both wrong.
He was registered for Madness. so.
And then we predicted
who won Madness?
Madness,
John Karras, who did a great job. Another JK. Right? So neither one of us got a point there. And then somehow Jackson set this up where he said mildness and madness will have all the same players. Like, who do you pick and everything? Who was your pick for mildness?
My pick for mildness was Marlon Hill, and your pick was Clay Daniel.
Congratulations. You got the first point of either one of us.
Never gotten it right. We finally got it right.
This time.
Marlon Hill won. I'm very happy with myself right now.
Yeah, I'm happy for Marlon. I'm not happy for you. The whole wraparound tournament thing. So I'm very, very confused.
The other great thing about Madness Mildness this weekend was Knox Daniel. He jumped up 176 rating points over the
Wow. He is
went
such
up,
a good.
Yeah.
He's so good.
He destroyed Division 2. He destroyed an early bird. He almost destroyed another early bird. It was basically like Marlon Light. That's what he did.
Any relation to my pick, to Clay Daniel?
Yeah, they're related.
Okay.
Yeah,
just checking.
That's his son. Real quick, I have.
All right, come on, Clay.
I have to interject real quick. In my last mildness, I beat Knox Daniel in my mildness decision. So can I just say, great Scott player. But Knox is super sweet. Love Clay. Love Knox. Knox is the next Mac Miller. Really, the young kid who's gonna skyrocket.
Oh, I see. The next Mac Miller. Those are fighting words.
Oh, I have a lot.
Now, hold on. Is Mac Miller the next Mac Miller yet? Doesn't he have to
He's still Mac Miller, I think.
I know,
he's still Mac Miller.
Yeah.
I'm saying he's the next.
Is he going to win nationals or what? Will is on here. Mac going to win nationals?
I have a lot to say about nationals. Let me tell you. I got my notes and all that, but we'll get to that when you all get to that. But
okay. Well, we're not predicting nationals, but give us whatever headline notes you have. We're going to talk about a couple other tournaments, and you're welcome to weigh in. But what do you think is going to happen at nationals? You've got a pick to who's going to win nationals?
I do have picks actually for D1 through D4 and Collins.
Just give me D1. Let's just talk about D1.
D1. We got Will, Nigel, and Mac and Ian. And Jackson in the top 6. I think this is Mac Miller's year. This is a big one. I think it's Mac's year finally. We've seen Nigel win like 87,000 times. Will is the reigning Miss Division 1 2017, but I think the crown's going to Mac, and I think his reign will be long and fruitful. I'm hoping I'm rooting for Mac. He's a great kid. I've known him since he was 11 years old, all the way back in Albany. His parents are delights. He's a delight. He's a well-rounded, very nice kid. So a little bit of bias, but I think it's Mac's time to shine. I'm really rooting for him.
Nice. Well, he's gonna have to get by my boy Joey the K. Why are you laughing?
Just because I have a rivalry with Joey, and I know Joey's terrible. He's not going to.
Wow, that's fighting words. Okay, now let's move on. The theory behind tournament talk is we predict the tournaments that are coming up this week. So you really wanted to talk about something. So please go ahead.
There's not that many tournaments going on in NASPA, but
we're still going to talk about some of them.
We're still going to talk about some of them, but there is the Word Cup happening as we speak in Burbank, California. This is not a NASPA tournament, but there are many NASPA players present, and I thought we could predict who's going to take each division.
Hold on, I have a suggestion. Let's talk about the NASPA tournaments first, and then we'll cover that, so I have time to load them up onto the computer.
All right.
Okay.
Sure.
So the first tournament that we're going to talk about is there's a tournament going on in here we go again. Okay, everybody, here's the deal. Mike, Jackson, they're still going to be able to hear us, okay? But we're going full screen with this. Good. The first tournament is happening in Dansbury, Illinois, Indiana? Somewhere in the heartland.
Let's say Illinois.
It's going to be fantastic. There are about 18 people signed up. This is Division 1. And the question is, for you, Jackson, who do you think – oh, look at this. It's like 1,900 and then 1,500.
Yeah, who do you think is going to win? I think Joe Roberto is going to win.
Oh, you're going Joe.
Yeah, I think he'll clinch this one.
Okay. And I'm going to go Marty. What do you think, Mike?
I'm going with Joe Robideau as well. Joe is very, very good in the Collins field. I think
he plays both hands, right? He plays either way.
He double dips. That's fine. Marty Gabriel's really, really talented, but just because you're the top seed doesn't mean you automatically win. So I'm gonna go with Joe Robideau.
This is a good point. This is a good point because I continually try to pick the top one because I think they're going to win at some point. But yeah, it doesn't always necessarily work out that way. So we have our picks there. Let's go to now. We're going to I don't know if you've ever played here. I have not yet, but I feel like I will one day. Quick Scrabble Fix in Philadelphia, home of Rocky. All right,
Philadelphia.
And so for the quick, I'm going to pick first here. And looking at the lineup here, I am going to go. I'm going to go Edwin Roth. Edwin Roth.
All right. Well, I'm going to go with the top seed, just like you did before. I think Connie Creed.
Okay.
Connie Creed.
And Mike, do you have a thought there?
First off, I want to give a huge shout out to Judy Cole. She's like my Scrabble mama. Love you, Judy. She's such a pleasant lady. I'm going to go with I don't know that many people on the list. So I will go with I want to be different. Let's go with Diana Grossman. I think Diana is going to have a sassy, wonderful tournament, and I'm rooting for Diana.
Okay, now let's get reset. You were talking about some event called the Word Cup, which I don't know anything about.
The Word Cup. It's basically like the WIGPO Nationals.
That is,
and
anyways, it's more making a joke.
I know.
But let's
get
through
back to series.
All
okay,
right.
So what we're going to do is we're going to bring up the current standings from each division.
Yeah, this event is currently
happening.
Now, right?
I think we might even not be updated on the standings, but we have some pretty close to updated standings. Then we're going to predict who's going to take it home.
And Mike, we can still hear you, by the way. Just FYI, You're still live. So here we go. Is this Division 1, do you think?
This is Division 1 in TWL.
Okay.
And Kevin Fraley in first and John Shreve in second, then a bunch of 16 and 9s.
And these are all NASPA players, is that right?
Yeah, these are all NASPA players.
Okay. So is it your pick?
I think
it's your pick.
So I'm going to go with Kevin Fraley. He's a solid player. He's in first.
Do we know how many more games are left?
Yes, they go up to 31, so there's 6 games left.
There are 6 games left. So it's pretty tight. But
it is pretty tight.
I think I've got to be locked into John there, who I don't know. And should we go over to Collins? How about we go over to Collins?
Hey, what about my pick? Hello.
Go ahead, please. Make a pick, Mike.
Yeah, gosh, rude. I'm just kidding. First off, love you, Doug Brockmeyer. Love my Woogs. Let's go with Roy Kamen. Roy Kamen, I had a conversation with him once at Nationals. He was really nice. So let's go with Roy Kamen just to be different. 3 games, different. There's still 6 games left. And I think Kevin might slip. We'll see. But I'm going for Roy.
Okay, let's go over to Collins. This is my choice here. Woo! And I'm going, I'm going Winter. I think Winter's been on a hot streak.
Really?
I'm counting on him to come through. Rashid's up there. I don't know who Mike is, but I'm going Winter. Let's go Winter. Team Pokemon Go.
Well, as much as I think Mike Johnson is a great player and he's been doing a hell of a job this tournament, I think Rashid is awesome. I played him in Florida. I had another one of Winter's tournaments. I got to go with Rashid.
Okay. And Mike, who is your pick?
I'm going to agree with Jackson and go with Rashid Balagan. Rashid is super, super talented. He's in the top 11 for Collins Nationals. So Rashid's definitely one to watch. I'm going with Rashid as well. Really talented player.
Okay, that is tournament talk for the week. Let's go over quickly to Scrabble birthdays. It is an unbelievable list.
Oh, man.
It's an all-star listing of birthdays. So I'm going to read through this really quick.
All right.
And you guys can shout in whatever. But big props to how are we doing on
We got 1 minute left.
Okay, let's go. Heidi Robertson, big shout out to Ottawa. Ella Sobel, Montreal. Heather Drum, Steve Henney, Brenda M, I like to call her because I don't know. McGannity. Matt Tunnicliffe, never heard of him.
I think he's from
Who?
All right. Ben Greenwood, Kevin Turner, John Karras, Chuck Abate, Dan Horowitz, Caesar Jaramillo, I think. I don't know.
It's Jaramillo.
Jaramillo.
There you go. Thanks.
Thank you. Brent Wheel and Andrew Malaby. That is an unbelievable lineup of people who have birthdays this week.
Yes. And one more time, if you just joined us, the question of the day, the 2 questions of the day.
Yes.
Firstly, who is the best beer chugger in all of NASPA? Secondly, who would you rather have a beer with at a slow, moderate pace? Me or Josh?
Right. So let's put Mike in the hot spot right now.
Mike.
Hold on.
Put me in.
Just a sec. Give it 1 second here. And go. You are in the hot seat. Who would you rather have a beer with, me or Jackson?
Jackson, because
you are off the show. That's it. You just lost your spot for nationals. You're a traitor. Yeah, there we go. All right,
Jackson.
now I can understand.
Me and him are
Jackson,
similar ages.
you're just gonna have to wait You're just gonna have to wait a couple of years for him to be legal to drink a beer, and then you'll get your wish, and you can have a beer with him.
I would say Jackson because we would have really good conversation. No offense to Josh. I just feel like me and Jackson are also similar in age groups too. So I insulted you 3 times now. Can't hold a good conversation. You're old and blah. So
No.
Jackson.
I understand. I understand most of our conversations.
You're a good guy, Josh.
Most of our conversations are me asking you to do things or telling you how to do them or whatever. So I totally
you need to be sassy.
get it.
Like, really?
I try to have a little sass. But
you asked me to be sassy, man. Come on now. You know I bring it.
All right. I know. That's why you bring it. You bring energy. So I love
the best beer. We're almost done. The best beer chugger I would say is Evans Clinchy from
Evans
Collins.
Clinchy. Wow, from Collins. Great city.
Yes.
Mike, thank you very much for being on the show.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for having me.
All right. And you can see Mike. Oh, one last thing. If you're going to nationals, Mike, do you have something to say about proxy?
Okay, yeah. All right. So real quick, proxy. If you need me for a proxy, reach me on Facebook, Mike Gincel, or MikeGincel@gmail.com. We have the trivia contest with John Robertson. Me and him are hosting it. It's our 3rd season, 3rd time going around. That's usually the 2nd night of nationals. And look forward to seeing all of you in Buffalo. Come say hi to me and be like, I saw you on that show. And I'll be like, what show? I've been on plenty. Just kidding. But come see me. And I can't wait to give you all hugs and handshakes and all that good stuff. So please come find me at nationals. I look forward to seeing my family real soon. So thanks for having me tonight.
Mike, we'll see you soon. And that's it, everybody. That's our show. That's NASPA Tonight, episode 9 in the books.
Thank you very much.
We're going to continue to do this every week. You can see past episodes on NASPA Scrabble YouTube page. We're going straight through to the North American Scrabble Championships, where we'll be live every night after play, coming to you from that venue. Like, share, comment. Thank you for joining. Jackson, anything else to say? We went overtime.
See everybody at nationals.
Okay, everybody. Thanks for tuning in.
Have a good night.
All right, we got to go get Roger.